What's good, it's Joy Boy, and Bandai is being a little too generous lately, because they're going to give us a free Bounty Fest character. If you pull up the news feed and you look at the 2025 Spring Campaign number 2, you can see they're giving us these blue tickets once per day for 5 days. Now if we go ahead and hop over to the scout screen here to look at what these things are actually going to do for us, you can see on the first 4 steps, you're going to get one 4-star character random. And it looks like they do have a 5% drop rate in all of these polls for Kaku, Cracker, and Oni Jimbe. But on the 5th poll, you're guaranteed one of the featured units. So make sure you do your logins and get these. Now the first character we're going to be looking at here is Kaku. Now Kaku is very interesting because he is one of the defenders that completely counters Sabo, even though he came out before Sabo did. Now the main thing that makes Kaku super viable is going to be his skill 2, where he spins around on his head, because watch this here. I'm going to try to cap the flag with Sabo, and even if I put my counter up, he can cut straight through it and knock me off the flag, which is an absolute pain in the ass. If you're playing a Sabo and you see a Kaku, you might as well not even try to take that flag, because most likely he's going to find a way to get you off of it. His other skill does knockback too, and if they time it right, you're cooked. He's knocking your ass a solid 15 yards away from that flag like he's a goddamn linebacker. Now the next character on this list is going to be Raiden Oni Jimbe. And I haven't seen this guy in the meta for a really long time, but I remember when he came out he was pretty damn good. He was the best one out of the 3. So looking at him here, you don't see anything too crazy until you look at his traits. The skills really just give him a ton of damage reduction, and he does extra damage against power users, which is pretty good in this meta because it's basically all power users besides Garp. But this first trait here is really what you want to look at. When you're attacking a power user, you increase your damage by 30% and you take away their status effects, which is really the big deal here and the shit that's going to absolutely annoy your enemies. Now needless to say, I didn't read that trait before I decided to test him out, but just look at this shit. It blew my mind. I was actually super surprised, and my boy Uzi, who's helping me record, was also super surprised. For one, Jimbe is taking damn near no damage from Sabo, and I was shook there because I tried to cap the flag and I couldn't. And then I realized that this man's took my state, and then made short work of me just like that. So at first I didn't really understand what was happening, so I had to give this another shot here. As you can see, the second he hits me with that Demon Brick Fist, which is by the way probably one of the coolest names for a skill in this entire game, my state was gone instantly. And then as Sabo, you really can't do a whole lot without your state, because you can't cap that flag, which means you can't use your counter. And also, Jimbe cannot be knocked back. He just falls his fat ass right on the floor. So that pretty much means that as long as he's in that treasure area, you're not going to be able to get it as Sabo. Look at that, my state was gone before I even touched the ground with my feet. Sure, he could put out a little bit of damage, but look, I still can't grab the flag. So it's truly a pain in the ass to deal with Jimbe, and I'm thinking he might come back into the meta once people realize this. So the final character that's on this banner and that free ticket that we're going to take a look at today is going to be Cracker. When this man came out, he was a menace, mostly due to this skill right here, Infinite Biscuit Warriors. It basically spawns this gingerbread man like the dude from Shrek, and he runs at you full force like an ogre from Shrek, and as soon as you attack this biscuit, it's going to break. And when it breaks, you immediately get that skill back, as I'm going to show you right here. Look at this shit. So Kuzan's going to throw right hooks at every single one of these biscuits, and he just gets another one. And if you catch it off guard and you don't have a nullified stagger trait active, it's going to push you back and just punch you over and over. It's got to be the most annoying shit in the world. Also, he doesn't get affected by the 3rd hit of Kuzan's ice ball, which is pretty good because he doesn't turn into a popsicle unless he steps on the treasure area. And he also is similar to Ulti in the fact that he has 80% status effect reduction. However, aside from that, he's really not that great, and I probably wouldn't bring him into League. But if you're good at him, I'm gonna let you cook, bro. So if you're a new player, definitely make sure you claim these daily logins so you can get your free Bounty Fest. However, if you're thinking about spending some diamonds on this banner and summoning for one of these units, it does cost 180 gems for one of them guaranteed. However, you don't know which one you're going to get, and it's kind of an absolute ass pull. But I just wanted to make this video so everyone could see and not miss out on this, because a free Bounty Fest is always pretty damn good. That's it for this video though. Thanks for watching. Comment, like, subscribe if you like my content. Show some love, boys. See ya.